A shutdown becomes the excuse and the axe comes down. Now, can Trump actually pull this off? Sam Berger, a former OMB official under Obama, says flat out, a shutdown provides no new legal authority for mass firings. Federal law requires rules, like a 60-day notice before layoffs. And Senator Chuck Schumer calls the memo pure intimidation. But here's the catch. Trump has already shown he doesn't care about norms. He pushes executive authority to the edge, waits for someone to sue, and by the time courts step in, the damage is done. Think about immigration bans, military funding for the border wall, foreign aid freezes. Half of it ended up in court, but meanwhile Trump had months of free reign. A shutdown would give him another window to act first, justify later. So what does this mean for everyday people? Social security checks still going, that's mandatory spending. Medicare and Medicaid still active but with backlogs and delays. Air travel, remember the 2018-19 shutdown? TSA workers stopped showing up. Air traffic controllers called out and holiday travelers waited in nightmare lines. National security, active duty military stay on the job, but the paychecks could be delayed. And then there's the uncertainty. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers wondering if they'll have a job when this is over. Agencies hollowed out. Services suspended. This isn't just budget politics, it's people's lives. Here's the part that should scare you. Shutdowns are supposed to be temporary dysfunction, but Trump could turn it into permanent transformation. He's already shrunk the workforce by 200,000. By year's end, it could be 300,000. He's hollowed out agencies he doesn't like. CFPB, Voice of America, EPA. A shutdown gives him cover to accelerate that. To say Congress couldn't agree, so I had to make tough choices. And remember, traditions, not laws, usually guide shutdowns. The Anti-Deficiency Act says you can spend money without Congress. But beyond that, it's vibes. Past presidents followed norms. Trump doesn't. Which means this shutdown could look less like a pause and more like a purge. So why should he care right now? Because the October 1 shutdown isn't just another Washington food fight. It's a stress test of democracy. Do we have guardrails that stop a president from weaponizing a shutdown? Or are we about to watch Trump use budget chaos to consolidate power? Democrats say healthcare subsidies for millions are at stake. Republicans say Democrats are holding the government hostage. And Trump, he might see opportunity, cut the agencies he hates, flex executive muscle, and reshape government in his image. Shutdowns used to be embarrassing. With Trump, they might become a tool. So, how much extra power does a government shutdown give Trump? Legally, not much, but practically a whole lot. Because when the rules are blurry, power flows to the person willing to break the norms. That's a Trump playbook. And if you think this is just another budget standoff, you might want to think again. Shutdowns used to mean government closed. Under Trump, it might mean government remade. And that's not just a budget crisis, that's a democracy crisis.